Hello! I bet you didn't expect to see me. Hi guys. I want to make sure that I talk to you all because there's been a lot of questions about where I've been and why I haven't been in class. First things first, I hope you all know that I care about you so much, and I am sorry that I can't be in class with you, teaching you guys in front. It has been really hard on Miss Tate being both an assistant principal and also trying to be your teacher. I wish I could be the best teacher for you guys ever, but I do have a lot of other things that I have to help with too. I want to make sure that the school is the best school that it can be, so I'm really helping Ms. Tulio with picking new teachers for next year. Every school has teachers that leave, go back home, or do different things, and I'm really trying to make sure that the teachers that are in front of you are the best teachers that we can have. So I've been interviewing candidates, I've been watching their lessons, I've been asking them questions, calling them, doing a ton of stuff to make sure that the teachers you guys have next year are amazing. Because I know you guys know it stinks when you have a teacher that's not the best. So that's what I've been really working on. It seems more important to Ms. Tate to make sure that we have good teachers for next year than being in class with you guys for just one day. So thank you all for understanding that. I still have taken the time to prepare some things for you, so I want to make sure we know that Ms. Tate's still here, and I'm still working my butt off from you. Right now I'm supposed to be with my friends going to dinner with them, but I'm here talking to you guys because I know you're important, and I want to know that I care about you, and I love you guys. So the plan for today is you're going to watch this video, hopefully, and enjoy my beautiful face. And then after that, you are going to learn some stuff about taking a fraction of a whole, and then you're going to work on two different word problems. Our sub has a packet of 3 pages for you, so it looks like this. 1, 2, and 3. Whatever you don't finish is homework, so please be working urgently and make sure you get this done. I will be here tomorrow, and I will be collecting this. So get on it. All right, let's get jumping right into our problems, because knowledge is power, and the more knowledge we have, the more power we have, and the more freedom we have to do what we want to do when we get older. Alright, I know you guys sad because now you have to just look at this paper, not my face, so let's make sure we're taking notes. So right now I want you guys to make sure you're taking notes on this, so you can record and understand what's going on. So we're going to talk today about taking a fraction of a whole. So that means that we're going to take a whole number, and we're going to take a fraction of it. Okay, let's do some reminders about fractions. First of all, we know that the number on top of our fraction is called the numerator. This tells us how many pieces are shaded or how many pieces we have. And our number on the bottom is called our denominator. Hopefully you guys are saying that with me. And our denominator are the total number of pieces in the whole fraction. So when we think about our numerator, that's the number of pieces that we have or that are shaded. The denominator are the number in the entire one whole. So if I look at this fraction, I can count how many we have in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That becomes my denominator. So this fraction is split into 6. So it's kind of like taking a whole and dividing it by 6, because there's 6 pieces inside here. Then we can count how many we have. That's our numerator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this fraction represents 5, 6. Okay? Depending on what number this is representing, it could be 5, 6 of 10, or 5, 6 of 100, or 5, 6 of 1,000. It depends on what it's representing. But the key thing to notice is that it's 5 shaded out of 6 total. Okay, so let's use that understanding to help us with some word problems. This is stuff that's going to really help us as we move to 6th grade. This is problem 8. Please follow along with all the notes that I'm taking. 1/5 of the yellow class scored commended on their math star. Booyah! Awesome. So that means that of the whole class, 1/5 of them got commended. How many yellow students scored commended? Okay. So I've drawn 2 rectangles here to help us represent this problem. The first thing that I want us to do, in this box we're going to write the whole. The whole is represented of how many people are in the whole class. So in the whole yellow class, there are 20 people. So 20 is our whole. But what's funky here is that we're taking a fraction of that whole. Now, normally we would say that whole would just be 1, because we say 5, 6 of 1 just represents 5, 6. But now we're taking a whole of a larger number, which is a little bit tricky. So let's check it out. When we take 5, sorry, not 5, 6. When we take 1/5, because that's the fraction, we're now going to split this other piece into what fifths? Not the best, but these are going to be 5 pieces. So I'm taking this 20 and I'm splitting it into fifths. I'm splitting it into fifths because fifths are the denominator. So I'm going to write fifths. And I'm doing fifths because fifths are the denominator. So what I want to think about is I'm taking 20 and I'm splitting it into fifths because that's the denominator. So it's like I'm doing 20 divided by 5 because I'm cutting it into 5 pieces. If I do 20 divided by 5, I can just count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 4 5s. So that means that each one of these is going to be 4. Let's check. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Perfect. So when I say 1/5, I want to shade in 1/5. So if 1/5 of the yellow team scored commended, that really means that 4 students scored commended. Let's make sure that makes sense. All I did was I said, here's 20. I'm splitting it into fifths because that's my denominator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What number can go inside there? It's going to be 4. So that means that 1/5 of 20 makes 4. You can also do this. Next year in 6th grade, you're going to practice this a lot. When we say of, that really means to multiply a number. So 1/5 of 20 is like doing 1/5 times 20. The number in the denominator of 20 is just 1 because it's representing 20 wholes. So 1 times 20 is 20. 5 times 1 is 5. So this just represents 20 over 5. And 20 divided by 5, because it's fraction signs like division, is just 4. So that's another way to show it. Okay? Internalize that. Check it out. Now let's go to letter B. Okay. Let's check out letter B. Letter B is a pinch more challenging because now the fraction is not a unit fraction. This means that my numerator is not 1. Now my numerator is 3. So this says 3/4 of the 36 kids surveyed at Kip Intrepid do not approve of our current president. Whew. I know that's true for many of us at Kip Intrepid and our country. Freedom of speech, baby. That means that in our country, you are allowed to express how you feel within reason, and especially at a school. So that doesn't mean that we can go around swearing, but we can express ourselves if we do not approve of someone that's in office. What number of kids do not approve of our president? So let's check it out. First of all, the whole. The number of kids that are represented in this problem is 36. We're going to split that 36 with this fraction. So this means that we're splitting this into 4s because my denominator is 4. Let me say that again. We're splitting into 4s because my denominator is 4. So 4s are fun because we can draw a line down the middle because they're even. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm basically taking 36 and I'm dividing it by 4 because I'm trying to figure out how much is each of those going to be worth. So 36 divided by 4 makes 9. So I can put 9 in each of these. And I can see 9 times 4 makes 36. This should make sense. But this one is not going to be just shading one piece, because earlier it was 1/5. Now we have to shade 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. Because 3/4 of the students do not approve of our president. So this is really 3 groups of 9. Notice how I use the word of, which is multiplication, which makes 27. So this means that 27 students of 36 surveyed do not approve of our current president. What we kind of did is just created an equivalent fraction. Let me show you. Here's 3/4, and we're trying to make an equivalent fraction where 36 is the whole. So 4 times 9 makes 36. I have to do the same thing to the numerator. 3 times 9 makes 27. That's just another way to show you guys how to do it. I like doing it visually first, but then you can also see it this way to really help you understand what's happening. There you go. What you guys are going to do now, I want you to take your paper, flip it over, and you're going to work on these 2 problems here. Once you do that, you'll watch the next video over here of Tate Time. Thank you, and work hard, be nice.